Well, I tried to do my 3-year-old video once and my phone crashed. Yes, honey. What do you need, honey? Yeah? So, a Mordiner. Now, the track at Northfield Park was closed for resurfacing for the last week. No training on the main track. So, we took that opportunity to go easy with the horses for a week. Took some of them to the fairs, but that wasn't an option with a Mordiner. So, he was almost ready to go to school. And they get the week off, so we'll school him when we get back and then get him qualified. He's training down good. Now, I haven't seen him since 2:22, but Jason said the horse is training down well, so happy to hear that. Arches Rainbow's out in the field. Want to put some weight on her and just, they were going fast. She was getting chewed up. Just hit a little reset, put some pounds on her and bring her back for the fall. Blue Bayou DL picked the win tomorrow at the Red Mile, as she should be. She's been racing great and looks fantastic in that class. Blue Tesla, another filly. Now, they weren't racing. We just gave her a week off. She raced 4 weeks in a row. She won all 4 of them. We gave her a week off. We'll bring her back to Northfield. She may already be back in. What are we at now? Bravura. That's the newest horse. We just bought her a couple hours ago. You guys will see some shares of her. What is it? Oh, yeah. You guys will see some shares of Bravura show up tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. I wasn't super aggressive with this filly. I think that she's going to sell herself. She looks like she fits a ton of classes. Looks like she's got a lot of gate speed and a lot of speed on the end of it too. Really a lot to offer from what I can tell. Dustin Hanover, he's probably ready to come back in soon. I want to make sure you get a good 60 days. I want to make sure you give him the proper time to fill out. What's that? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He's going to need a little tiny bit more time.
5 weeks maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You might be right. Garden State Dio is training now. Mario said she's training good, so we'll see how she finishes the rest of her training off. Gemstone Ruby Rose, same type of situation here. We'll see how she trains down and then gets to the races. By all accounts, they're both doing very well. Grace is going to race in an hour. I think she'll be a little better tonight. I guess it doesn't matter. You're not seeing this till Monday. We did change her bridle a little bit, change her diet a little bit. See if that shakes her up a little bit. We'll see how she is tonight. How the hell I trained this horse Friday at 2:10 in the jog cart. He was great. Head was a little bit sick his last start. We did put him on Lasix, but the horse shows promise, shows some pop. I like what I see in How the Hell. J.K. and Mickey Mantle, I haven't sat behind this horse once. I thought I jogged him, but I did not. Jason jogged him, trained him. He said he loves him. In fact, it was Jason that convinced me to put the horse in the Stallion Series. He said, I would. You know, the horse feels like a monster. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. So that's exactly where he's going this coming Saturday.
Ridiculous.
It seems like it's a little useless. Massive Profit will continue to race. He bled his last start. Was full of mucus. I had talked to Ross after the race, and he said, well, I'm going to get him scoped. And then he texted me about 40 minutes later. He said, absolutely full of mucus, and there was some blood in there. So I don't know if he was going to just worry about treating the mucus and give him a week off, or whether he was going to go to the Lasix program. I'll leave that up to Ross Leonard. I like doing business with this guy. He's up front. You know, he's to the point, and he's easy to talk to. I really like talking to him about the horses, because we speak the same language sometimes. So very happy to talk to him about Massive Profit. I'm sure he'll get him squared away. Matt's MVP, we're going to qualify him, I believe. Or did Dominic say he wanted to school him? I think he wanted me to school him this week. He said he trained awesome his last 2 weeks. So we'll school him this week and then get him back in to go. You okay there? Turn the air conditioner off, sweetie. My Sweet Mimi, she's up there. My Sweet Mimi is going to race here at Northfield Park. We'll get her down to Northfield this week, get her going. Procrastinator will race. He was a little sick his last start. He'll race at the Meadows this coming week, I believe. Purple Aura is just coming off a win this afternoon at the Lorain County Fair. She looked very strong in doing so. Red Overbach is in to go. He's been a very, very good horse for us since we bought him. Very happy with what I've seen from Red Overbach. Renegade Gypsy has been tremendous the last 6 weeks, except for those 2 no Lasix starts. He was okay the first one. Second one, you can see there was a problem. But overall, Red Overbach has been very, very good. Renegade Gypsy has been very, very good. Resolute Bay, I think he's like 7-2 or 9-2 in his grassroots with James on Monday. Thank you, honey. Slim Slim Jimmy has been racing great, continues to race good. He's at the fair tomorrow. That's who the fourth horse is. Slim Jimmy. Stonebridge Acadi's training back now. By all accounts, again, horse looks very, very good. Very happy from what I've heard about Stonebridge Acadi. Sweet on Pete second. Now, Purple Aura went at 2:03 and 3 or something like that. Sweet on Pete was second at 59. The same track, same day. So a big mile for her. I was hoping for a little more of a training mile. Instead, we got a harder mile, but that's okay. She'll come back on Thursday. 3 Point Blue Chip is jogging now. I just love getting, once in a while, get an update from Julie. The horse is jogging good. Here's a video. We saw him jogging a couple of weeks ago. I'd like to get more of those videos. A few more updates, but I know that everything, the timeline he was put on when he broke his bone, he's sticking to still. He is on track in every count. So that's important for us. Ty went on, trained in 58, and then I believe Megan said she was going to try and qualify her in 56 this week in preparation of the Sire Stakes final of the 3-year-old trotting fillies. Twinbee Habanero, good mile in 56. You'll probably see him come back for one more good mile and then likely be sold, I would imagine. Just a lot of unknowns with this guy. A lot more than there should be, and a lot more than I'm comfortable with. We'll see how that plays out. Twinkle in Her Eye has been sold as a broodmare, as for sale credit, but pretty good money. So Twinkle in Her Eye will head to Blue Chip Farms in the near future. Unbeatable Kemp jogging now at Tim's. He'll be coming back over to Northfield and will likely at some point end up in Toronto. That was always the plan. He'll be a Mohawk horse for the fall.
Is that a racetrack?
What's that?
I need to take a shower.
All he needs to take a shower?
There's not a racetrack in Toronto, is there?
Well, we call it Toronto, but you're right. It's Mohawk in Campbellville. So Unbeatable Kemp will be coming back at some point. Will DeWayne Hanover got bottled up a little bit off a week the other day. She'll be less bottled and not off a week next week, and I'll drive her on Friday. And then World for Two, really, there's no excuses for this horse. He raced terrible the other day. And he trained like that when I went with him. Doesn't seem to be any mucus or blood, so I'm not really sure what is going on with him. We'll see. I'll probably race him Saturday. I told everybody he's probably heading to the East Coast. I think we should probably race him in the Stallion Series Saturday, and then we can talk East Coast. But for now, World for Two just needs to do a lot more than he's doing. So those are the 3-year-olds. We get the age sources. What I'm going to do is come back the same way I've done the last few weeks. We're going to talk about all the age sources 4 and up, but they'll be in alphabetical order and by age. So the 4-year-olds alphabetical, 5-year-olds alphabetical, so on and so forth. I'm sure you understand. We'll be back in just a minute with all the age sources.